Oh, episode 76.
Oh no, we started.
Wow, no. Oh, episode 76. What did you get?
Yeah, I'm pretty good until you did that.
Nixon Abomination.
Okay.
So, we got books to review for episode 76. Books including Hellboy number 1. Woo. So, Hellboy number 1. Did you like it? Dark Horse, Mike Mignola's back on that boys doing art and writing.
Always does good.
I haven't read a lot of Hellboy, and by a lot,
never read an issue.
By none. So, buttons.
I read like the first 2 deluxe editions that I bought. I know, like, I don't even know how it all ended.
So like, Hellboy is like a boy, right?
Right.
And
He's got
like goggles because like he's a swimmer.
Nose or horns.
Essentially, from what I understand, from when we last left Hellboy, or the character Hellboy, giant apocalyptic shit was going down, and I guess, spoilers alert, he died? I mean, when the book's titled Hellboy in Hell, it's kind of a prerequisite.
Something about heart.
He fought a dragon and he died.
Does he rip the dragon's heart out, or his heart?
No, his heart was ripped out.
Okay,
so
that's
basically,
what it was.
There's not a lot of dialogue, which I love about Hellboy. Honestly, I think all comics should be like that. I mean, when you read, I think it was the Avengers, you're like, fuck, dude.
A little too...
Oh my god.
Too much.
Anyways, but I think this is the perfect way to
This is the perfect blend of actual narrative and a visual.
And then you
Showing
had that,
instead of telling.
that fucking Christmas Carol, and you're like, yeah, I get it.
It's
Yeah.
cool. Yeah.
I got nothing else to say. This book's sick.
Book's cool. I've always wanted to read Hellboy. There's just too much of it to kind of get into.
If they need to do Hellboy relaunch.
Hellboy Now?
Hellboy Now, New 52.
How about they just put out every trade for $5?
They're like $10 each, I think.
Yeah?
I don't know, dude.
It's just finding them.
That's true.
That's why I'm buying the deluxe editions. Because it's the main story you need, and then just a bunch of little other Hellboy stories you just throw in there.
It's also nice that the pages are kind of bigger and a little more blown out.
They're blown, pages blown. So pretty much what you can gather from this is the comic is wicked.
Yeah. Its quality is not dipped. It would be less.
Yeah.
It's awesome. It's well drawn, well written.
It's one of those series. It's just like
I'd say we can't even make jokes about it because it's just
you know it's good.
You know it's good when we can't make jokes.
Fists. I don't know. Whatever.
What's fist?
It's got a big fist. What's he use that for? Punching dudes or something?
Probably that's what he uses.
That's why it's cool.
Punching guys, yeah. That's what it's fucking for, man.
So
That's what it's for.
Okay, we can be like,
I believe it's also a key for something.
I don't care.
Yeah.
Ultimate Destruction.
I only watched the movies, and I was like, these movies are sick.
I'm pretty sure that was part of the movie, too.
Whatever. All I know is they had that thing with the eyes. And I was like, am I watching Pan's Labyrinth?
That was pretty good.
Whatever, dude. Alright, on to the next book. Probably the shittiest of the week. Thunderbolts number 1.
Ooh.
This book's fucking sucks.
How about Nothing Happens number 1?
Wow. Nothing happens.
How about Lieutenant Thunderbolt Ross continuously stands in the way of gunfire?
So basically, it starts off, Punisher is like tied to a pole for some reason.
Yeah.
And General Ross is like, hey man, you're gonna die unless you help me. And he's like, alright, fine. That's it,
he's
man.
like, no I'm not.
And then it goes into him asking the other 3 people.
Yeah.
And each time there's like gunfire going on, he's literally just standing there behind the people getting shot.
Yeah,
that's why I was like, maybe he's communicating.
I mean, granted, he's the Hulk or like the Red Hulk, so I guess he doesn't have to worry about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he's like, all right, Punisher, I'm gonna fucking save you from all these people.
He's like, you want me to Rulk out? He's like, yeah, dude, Rulk.
Is that like Red Hulk? Rulk?
That's, yeah.
I like that.
Honestly, there's only two things I liked about this book. Deadpool's fighting mimes
In
with
France,
Uzis,
those were big.
and oh man,
It ended
also
at some point.
near the end where Ross is like looking out the window. Seems all those goons are carpooling now, just to get to kill you. It's like,
Also, I kind of liked how Punisher is like classic Punisher, hair slicked back, douchebaggy, square jaw.
Doesn't want to say shit.
Because like, I think it was Punisher Max where he was like long hair, scraggly, and he was all like Solid Snake, and I was like, yeah, that's cool.
Really? That's
Yeah.
pretty
He
big.
looked, yeah, it was really good.
Yeah.
He looked like Solid Snake. He was
I'm gonna
badass.
have to...
He had an eye patch, right?
That's even better.
Oh,
And he,
that's
okay,
cool.
you want to make a book
Yeah,
good?
the
you put
Avenging
eye-
Spider-Man Punisher. Didn't he have like an eye patch?
That was Fear. Was that not?
I don't know.
Nick Fury does have an eye patch.
Yeah, but I don't remember like what.
I'm pretty sure he had an eye patch. But he did look like Snake, and it was badass.
That's pretty cool.
So and even the art in this, I was like, do not care.
Parts of it were good, and then like the action with the blood, it just looked. Remember how stupid the blood looked in Gears of War?
Yeah.
Like that.
It was like
just looked
oil.
silly. Yeah, just like
Also,
maybe
like,
that's like a.
there's a lot of blood for a not Mags book. You know, usually they save that sort of stuff. in
Thunderbolts don't
Marvel,
fuck
man.
around.
Like, there's a scene where like the Red Hulk just crushes a guy's head, and you
So,
see it.
I know Thunderbolts was like a team of villains originally.
Yes.
Well, not originally. There was Thunderbolts
Yeah,
before that.
there's Thunderbolts that was
and
just a
then-
regular team. Then the new Thunderbolts by Warner Harris, where it was a bunch of villains.
And then now it's
And
just a
then-
regular team again.
Yeah,
More
but they're
fun.
like anti-heroes, man.
I guess.
Man. Safe to say I would not be picking this up.
Was it just me, or were there way more ads in this book? It felt like every page was like, here's a book you could buy that you'll like. Oh, flip the page, here's another book you could... Like, it's just, I don't know why I noticed that.
Maybe
It's-
you noticed that just because of how bad it was.
Yeah, maybe.
Man, we're really terrible.
I was like, man, I could fucking read that. That would be cool.
Maybe issue 2's better when they actually team up and do something, but this
Literally
initial,
nothing happens.
Yeah, this initial one is bad.
It might as well have been a conference call, and everybody's just, like, talking to each other.
Hey,
Punisher's got like an
Punisher.
earpiece.
Let's just get everybody at once here. Hey, Deadpool, how you doing, buddy? Oh, you killing mice? That's great.
Yeah.
I got Castle here with me.
Yeah, literally.
Speaking of team-up books, we have Avengers #1. This is another huge-ass title. Jonathan Hickman's like, this is a big title. Let's make it as grandiose as possible.
Let's start from the beginning of the universe,
Yeah,
because I do that a lot.
Like, I
'cause I'm
remember
Jonathan
when
Hickman.
I was writing essays in university,
Yeah,
and my history
yeah.
teacher's like, okay, do not start at the beginning of the universe.
Yeah.
No one gives a shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Even for like biology labs, even though you're talking about infinitesimally small things, never talk about how small unless it's actual
You're
data.
like, God. Anyways, but it's still kind of badass. This guy's like terraforming Mars to like make life, and he's throwing creation bombs.
Yeah, it's like origin bomb.
Just for the shit, just for the hell of it. He's just
Yeah.
fucking like, just create life everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
And then the Avengers
he's
are
framed
like,
as a villain, but he's awesome.
yeah, but and then the Avengers are like, fuck that shit. You
Yeah.
can't make life. I had to have an anti-lust for life.
I got he does for life.
And then they come, and then they're like fighting, and they get fucked up
Yeah.
like hardcore.
Yeah.
Because this guy's like, I'm God.
Pretty much.
And then they send Captain America to Earth for some reason.
You know, so that other people can be
I
on
like-
the Avengers.
Yeah, and then they make a huge team for some reason. I don't like that.
You don't like that now?
They
I mean,
switch up the
that's
team
pretty
a
much
little
what
bit.
was set up after
Yeah.
the
Dude,
last event.
That's what killed. Was it Heroes? Too many characters. Once he introduced too many characters, it just doesn't work.
Are you talking about the TV show?
Yeah,
Okay, I didn't even know you watched it.
I didn't, but
But you knew, because it was shit after they introduced too many characters.
so I mean, I don't know why they're doing that, introducing tons. Of
This seems to be a thing where they just want to have all these characters that have been kind of pushed to the back for a while and go, hey, these guys are still around, they're cool, buy their books.
I assume it's their way of trying to streamline it while also still catering to essentially the people who've been buying comics for years now, since that has been their only audience
Yeah.
for like the past couple of like decades.
With that being said, I'm going to contradict myself and say I'm excited because I like huge team ups.
No,
I
Like-
like it when the roster can change with
Like,
each
it
thing.
keeps it fresh.
With like Infinity Gauntlet, where they had like literally every hero like just fighting this
Ever.
one guy, and like there's like 2 or 3 main ones, but then
Yeah.
they're all in the background just fighting. I'm like, yeah, this is
Yeah, I like it. On one hand, I hate crossovers and too many things coming together, but on the other hand, if it's just so ridiculously large and should never happen, it's better.
It's like,
A little while ago, Warren Ellis did a stint on Secret Avengers, and like each issue was its own individual like sort of adventure story and whatnot.
That's cool.
And like each one had like different characters, and they were doing completely different situations, and it was cool for that. I kind of hope this sort of channels some of that.
So-
More
so out of-
standalones.
all 3 books. Which one would you recommend? Hellboy.
And yeah, Hellboy and Hell's the best
Yes,
quality.
yeah.
I mean,
But let's assume everybody hasn't read Hellboy just because it's a smaller.
I haven't read Hellboy. I don't give a
You're
fucking
still
fuck.
like,
yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I want to read. I always have wanted to read Hellboy.
Nice.
Any
Now you
little
lived
bit.
your dream.
you always
Okay, see,
wanted a
I'm gonna
Hellboy.
go-
What would be second? Avengers?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Now
Art
then
is
Thunderbolts.
gorgeous. Just for the art alone.
Yeah,
My
fucking
God.
Thunderbolts. So
Yeah,
it's-
the art in Avengers is pretty. So little parts
It
just
was
kind of silly. Captain America just looks super fat in some. There's like one where Tony Stark just has his arm around his shoulder, but he's like just round.
he's got titties
He's like, yeah, look at these.
Oh, swollen pecs.
from all
Look
those
at my swell.
lifts.
Dost thou even?
But yeah, so pick up Hellboy in Hell #1.
Even if you haven't read it.
Yeah, Thunderbolts #1 and Avengers #1. Tune in next week for episode 77. Double digits. 7.
We've been in double digits for
Shut up.
67 episodes.
And we'll see you guys next week. 1, 2, 3.
Flavorful sauce.